cleared to assist you to tend to the sick, Doctor?
You are cleared, Reverend.
You're here to create a fucking atmosphere. Fucking atmosphere you create lately. I'm sad. Then on your bad days, oh, I'm so sad.
Sorry, I cracked on your play with the prospector.
You nearly turned it into a longer campaign. You don't get plague. It'll all have a happy end. My worry's you. And my concerns and feelings of fucking affection.
It's his Trixie.
Shut up, Si.
She's
Work on
his
believing it,
Trixie.
Joni.
Joni too. Joni and Trixie. Smack.
That's the way I always want to touch you, just like that.
Smack.
Don't make me do it different.
I thought he might, but he laid off.
At Dr. Cochran's suggestion, pest tent, endowed by the generous retailers of our fine community, is being erected for the afflicted on the south.
I really like that they all
and
came
riders
together, even though
dispatched
they're...
to secure a vaccine.
Maybe you should add there, they're already probably on their way back.
The Pioneer has been assured of their imminent return.
That's catchier.
Thanks also to the aforementioned merchants, the vaccine will be distributed gratis.
Free gratis.
Free gratis is a redundancy.
Does that mean repeats itself?
Then leave gratis out.
What luck for me, Al, that you have such a keen editorial sense. Free. Distributed free. Period.
He's got a point. People won't know what the hell gratis means.
It will take me some time to reset type.
Yeah, hurry up.
Excuse me. Al.
C.E. McShane said you don't have to throw in, but you got to do the work.
Thanks for not putting a stink on me before with the others over that Fort Kearney business.
Sure.
I'm back. Your room has been re-rented.
Fuck you and fuck the rooms you rent. I'm calling on the widow and the little one in her care. And if I was you, or any cocksucker with you, I wouldn't try to stop me.
Be brief.
Be fucked!
Her gutter mouth. And the widow in an opium stupor.
Jane might be
Conversation
my
for the
favorite
ages.
person. Jane has got to be my favorite. Jane is unbelievable. Everyone else, like, Bill was cool. He died. Oliphant is kind of acting like an aggressive moron. She is amazing.
Hey, fuck nothing. What you got in that suitcase?
Millinery samples, if it concerns you at all.
Millinery samples, ain't that just perfect?
Some women
Oh, God.
take the trouble to make a decent appearance.
Well, for your information, Mr. Millinery Sample Suitcase Cocksucker, you're staying in the former room with someone you ain't fit to lick the boots of.
Wild Bill Hickok. I paid $2 a day extra. Had you any connection to Wild Bill?
Good luck with your fucking day selling hats.
I thought he was going to, like, hire her and be like, I'll pay you to tell me stories.
Oh, my God.
Hello, Jane.
Oh, my God. And they taught her her
Listen
name.
to you. Oh, my God, man.
I'm Trixie.
I think I've seen you.
At the gym.
Yeah. Maybe that's where.
Be nice. Trixie's helping.
You look like shit. Oh, oh, you Penny.
Huh?
I'm better. And I was so sorry to hear about Mr. Hickok.
Yeah. You ought to get your husband out of that creek.
As soon as I feel just a little better.
Anyways, I'm glad to see this little one in good condition and talking to boot.
Comes here all the time.
I'm a fucking drunk.
Aw. Jane.
I might be seeing the sick people, but I'm gonna keep this exact recollection of your lovely mug and put a penny aside every time I curse. And that is my promise to you. And me too. We'll see each other again down the road.
Jane is a favorite.
Gentlemen,
Let's see it.
or should I say my fellow authors,
I'm done in there. Where would the doc have got to?
south end of Chinaman's Alley.
Is that up? The guy died.
They'll get me there.
They'll get me there. Follow the dead
I
guy.
think maybe it should have a question mark. The plague in Deadwood?
The type is set. You're reading the definitive edition.
Let's run it.
He's like, I'm not redoing it again for a question mark.
Nice working with you.
It's all right to breathe. Just turn your head away from it.
I would hate to have that job.
It's all right, son.
Even if you told me you can't catch it this way, I just don't want to be around people dying of sickness.
Hey, somebody!
Hey, somebody.
Are you sure you're up to this?
Oh, yes. I'm right where I'm supposed to be.
I feel like something's bad's gonna happen with him. They're playing music.
Here's another one for you.
So I see. But you already been exposed. You want to follow him in?
I might.
Jane is great. Come on, Jane. Let's start helping people and get drunk at night. And he's still climbing him to the top of the mountain. And what's he gonna do? Light it on fire? Or is he just gonna leave him there? Oh, Charlie. Oh, God. Tell me something bad happens. Tell me bringing the guy to the top of the mountain caused something bad. Nah, looks like they're moseying on. Gonna find McCall.
Pioneer is assured of their imminent return.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Imminent return is one of my contributions to the fucking article, the idea for that phrase. Pest tent being erected at the south. What about that fucking Tolliver buying up property on the QT, huh?
Looked like he was struggling with his shit when he made the offer to loan out the lot.
Now, nonetheless, it says the man sees the fucking possibilities of things. I mean, to come up at this fucking juncture with the idea of creating an emporium for the fucking chinks takes brass fucking balls and a long-term vision for the future.
And that is true. Asians are one of the biggest gamblers.
Merrick.
Statistically, it's proven.
Merrick wanted to put it here gratis. Now, is the idea to inform your reader and make him feel like a fucking dunce, huh? I had to put free.
Don't see why the fuck he doesn't have news of the baseball. That new league started the team in Chicago.
Different path taken and certain forks in the road. Who knows what kind of a joint we'd be in now, huh? Of course, truth is, as a base of operations, you cannot beat a fucking saloon.
Damn Skippy, Mr. McShane. That was an abrupt ending. Well, all right, guys, that will conclude our 3-episode marathon. At least it ended on a quieter note. We got Jane helping the doctor. I love that duo because both of them are probably at the tops of my list. I would say the doctor's easily in the top 5, and Jane might be my favorite character in the show right now. I thought Timothy Oliphant would have been, but he is way too aggressive. He lets his emotions get the best of him. He just goes off the handle a lot of times. He's still probably in my top 5, but maybe barely. He might not even be my top 5. And Raylan Givens from Justified was literally one of my favorite shows, one of my favorite characters. I thought you'd have to do a lot to get me to not like Timothy Oliphant. And like I said, I don't hate him, but he might not even make the top 5. If I had to give like a top 10 right now, Trixie's probably in there. Just like I'm talking as up until this episode, as a full whole, I would say I like Farnham, even though Farnham's like a pushover and he's selfish as hell. He's very engaged. He's very involved, and he isn't a moron like he appeared to be in the beginning. He is actually smart. He does some stupid things, but he's smarter than most. Ian McShane is amazing, even though he's a horrible person. He is horribly amazing. Then we got the doctor, might be on my list. Jane, definitely on the list. Who else we got? I don't like any of the guys in the other gambling hall. I don't like any of them. They're all very uppity. Even the chubbier guy that I said I recognize from Rounders or something like that. I usually love him in everything he does too. But even in this, he comes off very arrogant and stuff. He's not the worst, but he doesn't even come close to making the list. I do like Janie or Joni. I think it's Janie. I do like Janie, but she's like basically like the rich version of Trixie. And right now she's not engaged enough to make my top list. Timothy Oliphant's partner, Saul, very likable guy too. He's just not in it enough to make me care. And then we got there's like a lot of people like that. Honestly, the reporter from Mom and Dad Save the World, the movie, he is actually growing on me too. He's starting to drink. He's starting to get involved more with the people. Last but not least is the preacher guy. The preacher guy, something's up with him. I feel like he's not going to last long in this show. Very nice guy, but very hyper, very socially anxious type of person. And now we see he's having strokes or seizures. I don't see him lasting very long in this day and age, but we'll see what happens. He's helping people now with Jane and the doctor. I hope his seizures don't come to bite him in the ass and it affects him healing somebody, or I feel like an emergency is going to happen and he's going to be the only guy there and have a seizure right at the moment of need. So we're going to have to see, guys, but that's it for that one. There's 3 episodes this week, so you guys got a lot to take in. I will start these again next Sunday and we'll go back into the swing of them. So Game of Thrones is also ending in 2 weeks. From when you see this, Game of Thrones will be over in 2 weeks. So then I will have a lot more free time. I'm also almost halfway done with Cobra Kai. And I'm also starting The 100 on Monday. So as one show ends, another begins, and we will continue this circle until the end of time. So you guys let me know what you think of these episodes, or this episode specifically. Comments down below. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.